Hey guys, how's it going? It's Jacob here with Clicktool Academy. I'm hanging out here in the beautiful Clicktool HQ in Beverly Hills. It's Monday morning. I got my cup of joe here, and I was looking over a student sent me a recent landing page they made, and I noticed a huge issue, which is an issue that keeps popping up, so I decided I'd make a video about it, which is new affiliates, for whatever reason, struggle with writing good copy, specifically headlines. Headlines are an incredibly important part of any successful marketing campaign. Without strong headlines, you will fail. So let's take a look at this student's headline and let's try to improve it and create a more solid landing page and see if we can't significantly improve their results. All right, let's get to it. So here we are. Here we have the student's landing page. And design-wise, it looks pretty good. It's a little sparse in this area, but oh well, what are you going to do about that? But at the same time, that's not what we're here to focus on. We're here to specifically focus on the headline. So let's zoom in on the headline and let's really get a good look at it. So headlines are one of the most, if not the most important parts of your copy when creating landing pages. They're what draws any potential customer into the page and really brings them to your main selling points. So you want your headline to not only draw customers in, be exciting, be active, but also be a key selling point that's going to really hit that emotional trigger in your client, in your customer, to get them to invest in your product. So here we have a pretty weak headline: interested in buying or refinancing your home. It's weak, it's not interesting. It doesn't really draw any customers in. It's just asking if they're interested in buying or refinancing a home. It really misses the mark. On top of that, it's very feature oriented, and something that we really get into in the Clicktool Masterclass is the essential putting forward of benefits over features. You need to place the benefits that your product will provide over the features, because remember, people don't buy a product simply for its practicality, especially not when they're being marketed to in this way. Sure, maybe it would be very practical for them at this point in their life to buy or refinance their home, but at the same time, they're not going to be drawn into investing in learning more about that idea just based off of the practicality of it. You need to hit an emotional point. You need to figure out what the key benefit is in your product, and you need to blast that in your headline. So looking at this headline, we're seeing the feature, the idea of our product is a loan service to refinance or buy a new home, but we're not seeing what that benefit is. What is the benefit that is provided? So thinking about that for a minute, just off the top of my head, an instant benefit that I can think of is that using this service is going to be the easiest way, the fastest way to do that. So you're bringing them in. This is your potential customer who's probably interested in this, right? If they're not interested in this is a huge purchase. You're not just going to get someone to impulse buy a home, obviously. So they've got to have some investment in the idea. They need to be coached. They need to be presented the idea in a way that is practical on some level, because obviously, you're not just going to sell them on the emotional point, but you need that emotional point if you hope to draw them in. That is so essential in any good headline. And that is something that I'm repeatedly telling people over and over again, because it's just something that, for whatever reason, a lot of new affiliate marketers, a lot of new internet marketers just don't understand the importance of that. So let's go ahead and let's fix this real quick. All right, and here we have the updated landing page with a new headline. I did add a little bit here and here, but you can just kind of ignore that for now. Really, the main thing, again, that we're focusing on is the headline. So let's look at how I improved the otherwise very mediocre headline that this student had before. I changed it to the fastest and easiest way to finally get you into your dream home. This, to me, is just a clear, benefit-oriented way of presenting the information that we're trying to present. It's a hook, the fastest and easiest. When your customer sees those two words, they're instantly attracted, because everybody wants the fastest, everybody wants the easiest, right? So when we line those two words up with the way to get you into your dream home, we really create the perfect picture because the emotional trigger is there along with the practicality. Below, just to sort of understand the larger picture here, we're going to emphasize the fact that it's either buying or refinancing a home. It's not just buying a home, so that we can bring in the practicality of someone who's looking to refinance. But in the headline, we really grab them first with the benefits of using our service. Our service is the fastest, it's the easiest. Those are two benefits right there. 3, we're approaching the key idea behind this, which is a dream home, the emotions that come with buying a home. Think about it, the pride, the respect, the feeling of accomplishment, the feeling of achieving the American dream. You're buying yourself a home. And for many people, that is a very, very symbolic and very, very emotional period. So you really want to capture that emotion in the headline. You don't want it to just be boring like our last headline, right? You don't want it to just be interested in doing these things. No, you're not just interested in getting a loan. You're interested in buying your dream home, of the emotional attachments and the ideas and the values that come with that concept. So this is a significantly better headline, and I'm sure is going to drastically improve the results. So let's go ahead and let's check those out now. Okay, and here I have a Microsoft Excel or Google Sheets or whatever with the results from the last, I think the client said 5 or 6 days. This sort of model we use in optimization, we go into detail on in the course. Here is sort of a simplified version that they've done up for me. You can see here they have landing page 1 and landing page 2. Landing page 1 is the original one with the original headline. Landing page 2 is the new one with the headline that I wrote. I had them test it for a little while just to sort of show them the difference that this single headline would do. And then we have a series of ads that they were running to both these landing pages. They were using Clicktool to, if you're not familiar with how Clicktool tracking works, definitely check it out. But they were running these ads jointly, split testing, A/B testing between landing page 1 and landing page 2. Here we have the totals down here. The first ad reached a total of 2,230 people and had a total of 73 lead gen conversions, which is okay. It's not great. You'd love to see a lot more. So you can obviously tell off of that one that it needed quite a bit of optimization. Landing page 2, on the other hand, with 2,546 total reached potential customers and a total conversion of 234. So as you can see, we have pretty similar reach totals, and the conversion more than doubled, tripled actually. So with fairly similar total reach, we were able to triple our lead gen conversion just by changing the headline. And that just shows you right there just how powerful a headline can be. If you're currently running a weak headline and you're struggling, that could be the answer. That could be the difference. Of course, understand that isn't the only thing. There's thousands, hundreds, thousands of factors that can affect the success of any particular marketing campaign. So it's important to really understand. And it might be not just the way the headline was written, but the context the headline is written within the angle that you're using in a particular landing page, or what your offer is, or so many different variables that can affect that. So it's important to be dynamic to understand the different factors. And we really get into that in the masterclass. But here's just sort of an example of how much a headline can affect the end result of any particular marketing campaign. And I hope you learned something from this. This is one of the biggest mistakes I see new affiliates make. So it's really important that you understand this concept and make sure that every headline you're putting out there, every headline that you're spending ad money on, is a good headline, because it can be crucial. It could be the difference between, it could be 3 times, look at that, 3 times conversions. That could be the difference between profitability right there. I'm not sure exactly what his numbers were on this. I'll have to look into it, but this right here could be the difference between profitability on this campaign. And it's crazy to think it took me 15 seconds to change that headline, and this could be the difference between profitability. It's crazy. Anyways, that's One of the greatest mistakes that new affiliates make, writing poor headlines, not understanding how to write a solid headline. I hope you learned something and tune in to the next one.